www.waptvchannel.com today. WapTVchannel.com gives you access to fresh episodes of Super Story and Papa Ajasco and Company Reloaded, hilarious comedy skits, TV guide on when to catch information, and job payment.
Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, on his 63rd birthday. A statement by the Special Advisor on Media and Publicity to the Deputy President to the Senate, Yomi Odunoga, congratulates the SGF and described him as a great patriot, statesman and an icon of national service. The Senator prayed Almighty God to grant Boss Mustafa many more fruitful years. Let's just go on a short break now. We'll return with more stories. Do stay with us.
Bayes University is a fully licensed university operating since 2011 and has grown to have 32 accredited programs in 6 faculties. This includes computer and applied sciences, management and social sciences, engineering, environmental sciences, law, and basic medical sciences. The university also offers postgraduate programs and foundation courses in a conducive learning environment with modern teaching facilities and high-quality national and international staff. Bayes University graduates have either progressed into respectable career positions or have obtained postgraduate degrees from different parts of the world with distinctions. Call or visit www.bayesuniversity.edu.ng. Bayes University, Abuja. Learn to live.
This is to inform all eligible customers with Port Harcourt, Jos, Anambra, Ikeja, and Eko electricity distribution areas that there will be a public consultation on Competition Transition Charge (CTC) being organized by the Nigeria Electricity Regulatory Commission (NEC). This follows similar consultation workshops on CTC held in Abuja, Kano, and Kaduna in July 2019. The venue for the events are as follows: Transcorp Hotel, Calabar, the Emerald's House, Oka, the Crest Hotel, Jos, Eko Hotel and Suites, Lagos. Dates are 6th and 10th September 2019. Industry stakeholders, consumer groups, the general public, and other interested parties are invited. Check www.nerc.gov.ng for further details. Signed, Management.
Introducing an opportunity of a lifetime for 10 lucky winners. Are you creative? Are you bursting with genius, unique and trailblazing ideas in any of art, dance, theater, music, hands and crafts, film and entertainment, fashion and design, culture, architecture, new media and ICT? Does your idea contribute to any of the 9 federal government priority areas? Then register to be a part of the 2nd edition of the National Youth Entrepreneurship Empowerment Summit for Creatives. How to participate? Wow our judges in a 1-minute video showcasing your innovative solution in the most creative way. Upload on social media and use the relevant hashtags. Follow and tag at NYEE Summit. And you can be one of 10 lucky winners of 1 million naira each. Entries close on Friday, 13th September.
Hey, you! And are you how they talk to? I sabi you now. It's in day your mind, Abi. The person with them go hail us. Baba Toros and Shangalu. Oganekuva, Mr. Sabi. And you know if we carry last for this one.
A spear into the top corner.
We Sabi say Peking go crawl before in waka. So don't look, no help anybody. No dolly, no. So go for it. Go for football. Go for all Serie A and La Liga matches live. Go for Go TV Max.
Tell you what, when will the new meters come?
Because we are tired of estimated billing.
Good news, my people. The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission has come up with the new meter asset provider regulations called the MAP.
Nigeria MAP.
It is to ensure provision of meters, eliminate estimated billing, and ensure electricity customers only pay for energy they consume.
Yes.
Just go to your local electricity distribution center and request for your new meters.
Because the new meter is reliable and cheaper in tariffs.
This message is brought to you by the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NEC.
You're still watching NTN Network News with me, Joseph Johnson in Abuja. Stakeholders from Benue and Taraba states have resolved that there should be immediate cessation of hostilities between the Tiv and Jukun ethnic groups in Taraba State to pave way for peace-building efforts initiated by the federal government. This formed part of a communique issued at the end of the peace meeting in Abuja, coordinated by Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, towards resolving the lingering crisis. Mitari Ben Hasmo.
Stakeholders from Benue and Taraba states at the peace meeting condemned in strong terms the loss of lives and destruction of property, stressing that the Tiv-Jukun crisis is breeding criminality such as banditry, kidnapping, and armed robbery. They emphasized that the crisis is purely the internal affairs of Taraba State and not between Benue and Taraba states. They praised the commitment of the federal government in facilitating quick resolution of the crisis by lending support to the peace-building process, which they say must come from the two ethnic groups.
Whether you want to agree or not, the resolution for these issues can only come from the people that are directly involved in finding resolutions of this issue. We cannot continue to allow this conflict to perpetuate itself, because that means we will not have anything to bequeath to the generation that is yet unborn.
After intensive deliberations and analysis of the issues, the meeting resolved that there should be immediate cessation of hostilities to pave way for peace-building efforts, and that the governors of Benue and Taraba states should make strong pronouncement condemning the crisis and also visit the affected communities as a confidence-building measure. It was also agreed that there should be massive deployment of security forces for intensive patrol and surveillance of the affected communities to checkmate the excesses of criminals and enforce law and order on the border corridors of Taraba and Benue states. The meeting equally resolved that restive youths should be empowered as a way of reducing unemployment, and that the federal government should ensure the marking of the boundary of the two states, as well as facilitate the implementation of all resolutions jointly arrived at by the two state governments aimed at permanently resolving the crisis. In Abuja, Mitaire Ikben, NTA News.
A meeting of representatives from different ethnic groups in Nigeria has called on traditional institutions to play a more active role in fostering unity and social cohesion. This was at a seminar put together by the Indigenous Equity Foundation, a group focused on contemporary issues confronting Nigeria. Elizabeth Mori reports.
Nigeria, the most populous country in Africa, with multiple ethnic groups, blessed with diverse cultures and languages, was amalgamated in 1914, and the unification brought together different tribes to become one entity. Though brought together by circumstances infused by newly formed spirit of camaraderie, an almost palpable feeling of division lingered. And while this persisted, it gradually birthed confrontations and in some cases violence. Groups like the indigenous people of Nigeria understand that ethnic division is still a clear and present problem in Nigeria. And in this seminar holding in Abuja, delegates are hoping to chart a way forward.
We should mediate among ourselves
to make sure that the country does not disintegrate and that our communities survive. Our people have their own culture that forbid stealing, forbid killing,
living together is good, and abiding by the law as far as the herders and farmers is concerned remains our best platform of mutual coexistence.
They, however, urged Nigerians to look beyond ethnicity and embrace dialogue as the only option to solving ethnic crisis and building one Nigeria. In Abuja, Elizabeth Omori, NTA News.
The Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority, Malam Yakubu Ibn Mohammed, has applauded the developmental strides of Governor Simon Lalong of Plateau State in touching the lives of the citizens positively. This was during his visit to the governor at the Government House, Little Redfield, Jos. Priscilla Gurumnang reports.
The general, who said he was on a working visit to Plateau State, congratulated the governor for his re-election and emergence as the chairman of the Northern Governors Forum. He reiterated the commitment of the NTA to continue to project policies and programs of government as well as the positive image of the state. While thanking the state's chief executive for the maximum support accorded the organization, the DG appealed to him to institute a cognitive presence of the state through a legacy project at the NTA Television College.
Your Excellency, let me state for the record our appreciation of your unrivaled peace-building efforts, which have seen to the near total return of normalcy to Plateau State. These efforts have been acknowledged both nationally and internationally.
Governor Lalong, who described the DG's visit as homecoming, appreciated President Buhari for reappointing him.
To first of all seek for the usual cooperation, more support as you are doing, and also employment opportunities. Because today we have taken one, we want to replace them with about 4 or 5. If we have the opportunity in NTA under your watch.
The DG is expected to visit the NTA Television College and the NTA Network Center Jos. In Jos, Priscilla Grumnan, NTA News.
Now, every Nigerian can deliberately play a critical role in ensuring that leaders succeed and make the desired impact in whatever capacity they are serving. By giving them the necessary support, the people of Plateau State led this example when they visited one of their own at the Ministry of Women Affairs to ensure her success. Momso Damian Dati reports.
A delegation all the way from Shandam in Plateau State, driving down over 270 kilometers to Abuja. Here is the Long Gamai of Gamai Nation and the chairman Plateau State Council of Traditional Chiefs, accompanied by other traditional rulers, member representing the area in the House of Representatives, Shandam Local Government Council executives, among other prominent sons and daughters of the area. The point of call is the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs to see the minister, Pauline Talon, who also hails from the area. Their goal, to appreciate Mr. President for the appointment, assure her of their support, and spur her to serve with diligence, selflessness, and accountably.
Whatever it is that you're doing, remember to help in building peace, to remember the girl child at home.
We are here to serve the people, to serve Nigerians, to be partners in progress and to help in the developmental process.
Supporting and guiding leaders with wise counsel, the elders say, will enhance the system of checks and balances for national development. Momso Damien Dati, NTA News.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration says it is keen into the National Water, Sanitation and Hygiene Wash Action Plan and hopes to become a reference point for safe water and good sanitation. FCT Minister Muhammad Musa Bello gave the assurance when he received his counterpart from the Ministry of Water Resources, Suleiman Adamu, who came on an advocacy visit on the ministry's Open Defecation Free campaign. Musbao Danwahab has more.
The matter in focus is water and sanitation of imperatives for meeting set goals hinge on total commitment. Take, for instance, a modern and fast-growing city like Abuja and the fact that not all parts of a city can boast of 100% potable water supply. On a larger scale, Nigeria, with its estimated population of almost 200 million, is believed to have a deficit in safe water supply to almost 57 million people. 130 million others are also said to be using unimproved sanitation.
Of the water family.
Water Resources Minister Suleiman Adamu says his ministry is beginning the charity of encouraging provision of safe water and improved sanitation for all from the home of the federal government, the FCT.
We're also asking FCT and the states to provide the necessary legislation against open defecation and reckless urination practices.
FCT Minister is similarly inclined as he says 6 major water tanks are under construction to cater for more areas in the FCT where measures are already in place to end open defecation in the city.
A team under the Federal Capital Development Authority has already identified locations where we intend to put up public toilets in partnership with the private sector.
And the Water Resources Minister says a national campaign to end open defecation is to be launched by the President before the end of the year. In Abuja, Musbal and Wahab, NC News.
The Minister of Environment, Muhammad Mahmoud Abubakar, has assumed the position as the chairman of the Governing Council of the Hydrocarbons Pollution Remediation Project, HYPREP, of the Ogoni cleanup, with a strong commitment to carry out a comprehensive exercise. This was at a joint meeting of the Governing Council and Board of Trustees of HYPREP in Abuja, attended by the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Godswill Akpabio, representatives of Ministry of Petroleum Resources, multinational oil companies, and the Project Management Committee of the Ogoni cleanup.
The result is that we should now have a real look, a review of the procedure, what has been happening, the procurement, the payment, everything, even engaging contractors.
To achieve a very high quality level of cleanup of Ogoni land. And if you listen to the interactions, they also wonder about the depth of cleanup.
All right, let's just take you now to Lagos Network Center to join Henginu and get more stories. Henginu.
Thank you, Joseph, and welcome to Lagos. Professor Mehong Wang and Dr. Matthew Anneke, both of the Department of Chemical and Biological Engineering, the Sheffield University, United Kingdom, have emerged winners of the 2019 Nigeria Prize of Science. The competition, which was organized by Nigeria Liquefied Natural Gas (NLNG), has as its theme climate change, erosion, drought, and desertification. Climate change is an issue that has been drawing the attention of the global community because of its adverse impact on human existence. That is why Nigeria LNG flashed its beam light on researches geared towards addressing the menace.
We're proud to celebrate 15 years of this prize, 20 years of profitable, successful operations, and 30 years of company incorporation.
Nigeria LNG sponsored the competition that has triggered a new zeal among Nigerian scientists in the first 9 years, as we recorded scores of remarkable scientific works.
Out of the 28 entries for the 2019 Prize for Science, a joint study on carbon capture, CO2 utilization, and biomass gasification and energy storage for power generation by Professor Wang and Dr. Anneke was outstanding.
Their joint works demonstrate innovative and holistic energy strategy to tackle climate change impacts. Our hope is that the award of this prize would in its own little way provide a spark that will reinvigorate the passion of our budding scientists in finding solutions to our everyday issues.
Organizers say the impact of climate change felt in the agricultural sector lead to soil degradation and low productivity. That is why they are calling for entries into the 2020 competition titled Innovations for Sustainable Food Security, with the hope of finding solutions. That's our contribution from Lagos. More reports with Joseph after this timeout. Please stay tuned.
You know, from day one, Globe makes life easier. They brought us per second billing, unbelievable data packages, and even an optic fiber cable to make sure we optimize. There are two things in our lives we depend on: the communication and information, voice and data. Whether you sell, buy, learn, teach, serve, or lead, it really comes down to those two things: voice or data. Today's world is all about you. You want what you want, how you want it, and Glow delivers. The freedom to use voice and data the way you like on every recharge. Easy.
Glow Yakata, the heavyweight voice and data plan. Recharge from 100 Naira and get a minimum 500 Naira to call all networks, plus up to 6 gigabytes of data to browse, chit-chat, WhatsApp and more. Dial *230# or buy your Glow SIM. Glow Unlimited.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Please, did you hear that?
Of course I did. That is Village Master tune.
So, Auntie Amebo was not gossiping then?
Village Master is celebrating 50 years.
50? Already? This is not a joke.
It is a national celebration. NTA and Village Master family are commemorating 50 years.
Hey, please, tell me, when is our Golden Jubilee?
It is from the 8th to 11th of October, 2019.
I have to go and get ready. It's time to party.
Women. But we, men, will be there too.
You can follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook at NTA Network News, Instagram at NTA Network, Twitter at NTA News Now, YouTube at NTA News Online. Or visit www.nta.ng. For live streaming, visit www.nta.ng/live. Now, you can stay updated on the go, be it on your TV, iPhone, laptop, or iPad, or download the NTA mobile application from your Play Store or App Store. NTA, you can beat the rich.
Thank you very much indeed for staying with the NTA. Let's talk business now. More sectors of the economy are beginning to receive the needed investment opportunities through the Focus Labs. Chumobi Walter Naji already standing by on Business News with the details. Chumobi, I suppose you'll be telling us the areas, specific areas that are receiving these interventions.
Yeah, certainly, Joseph. First of all, Nigeria has actually realized the sum of $22.5 billion investment under the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan Focus Labs. Now, the investments are in 5 key sectors of manufacturing, agriculture, power, gas and transportation. A senior special assistant to the President Muhammadu Buhari on Economic Recovery and Growth Plan, Effiong Essien, says 9 more sectors will be prioritized this year.
The President told us that to be able to catalyze the investment and also bring economy to its path of growth, a government budget of $1 needs to speak to private sector investment of $5. So the government budget is talking to $5 investment of the private sector.
And now to the Nigerian Stock Exchange. The capital market closed flat Thursday, 5th September at 0.25% with an all-share index of 27,252.09 basis points. A total of 2,561 deals were traded, valued at 2.3 billion naira. Now, Guarantee Trust Bank led the top traded equities with a volume of 35 million valued at 925 million naira. And here also Cadbury, however, came second on the gainers table ahead of UACN with a 10.0% change. WAPCO came top on the losers table to close at minus 3.01%. Well, those are the closing figures for the week ended 20th December. And of course, Joseph, it's also important, to notice that the Nigerian Stock Exchange is slightly, being affected by the uncertainties experienced in the market in the last 3 days.
Indeed, it is worthy to note that. Thank you very much, indeed, Chumabi. Let's bring you more business stories now, because with the introduction of the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan in 2017, one of the non-oil producing sectors which have contributed immensely to the economy of Nigeria is the agriculture sector, which added about 40% to the nation's gross domestic product. Bosede Ebel was at the forum in Abuja, where industry players are working tirelessly to drive integrated approach to food security in Nigeria, Africa and the world.
The World Bank has forecast that Africa's farmers and agri-businesses could create $1 trillion food market by 2030 if they expand their access to more capital, electricity, technology, and irrigated land to grow high-value nutritious foods. To this end, all hands are on deck as investors and key players converge on the Transcorp Hilton in Abuja for the 2019 Agriculture Summit Africa, organized by Sterling Bank. The expert deliberated on the means of driving the growth of the sector to the next level.
Each time we spend money to import rice, Nigerian local farmers are negatively affected in terms of morale, sales, and realizable income.
Women are in the center for the success story of food security.
Government is committed to developing a sound inspection and certification policy that will ensure good quality standard for our export.
Because agriculture is a place to make money, a lot of money, but only if the convergence of stakeholder support is there.
With the theme, Agriculture, your piece of the $1 trillion economy, addressing the issues to enable the food sector attain its potentials and eradicate poverty from the continent was top on the agenda.
We must devise appropriate means of feeding all our people and then having extra for industry.
If our productivity is not competitive on the African continent, our farmers are going to struggle.
The summit, however, is targeted at rejuvenating and driving the growth of the economy through agriculture in Africa. In Abuja, Bosede Ebel, NTA News.
And fortunes of farmers enhance agricultural productivity and job creation have received a boost as Governor Mai Mala Buni launched the sales of 9,000 metric tons of NPK fertilizer at the cost of 3,000 naira per bag. Also included in the program, the distribution of units of tractors. Mustafa Yusuf Musa reports.
Performing the launching ceremony at the August 27th Stadium in Damaturu, the state capital, Governor Mai Mala Buni directed that the fertilizer should be sold at the subsidized rate of 3,000 naira per bag, with each of the 17 local government areas receiving 3,000 bags. This is a federal government agenda of giving priority to agricultural activities meant to encourage food production for sustainable food security. Governor Mai Mala Buni was equally on hand to lay the foundation stone for the construction of 3,600 units of 2- and 3-bedroom for urban and rural areas.
We gather here today to push forward one of the key development goals of our administration. That is to provide safe, affordable housing to our people in a mass scale. I want to thank Family Homes Limited, a subsidiary of the Federal Ministry of Finance, for this partnership to provide 3,600 housing units across the state.
The houses are to be built across all the 17 local government areas of the state, with Damaturu, the state capital, receiving 1,000 units of the houses spread across different directions. In Damaturu, Mustafa Yusuf Musa, NTA News.
Let's turn our attention to Enugu now for more stories. And here is Chinaya. Chinaya, you're on.
Thank you, Joseph. Good evening and welcome to Enugu.
The Anambra State House of Assembly has passed a resolution calling on Governor Willie Obiano to direct the Commissioner for Environment to recall to site contractors handling the Uweze Uga erosion project. This followed a motion of urgent public importance on the need to ameliorate the sufferings of the people of the community. Chukwunoso Nwabueze completes the report.
The devastating effects of erosion on the Umunze Oga community and its environs, mover of the motion and member representing Agota 1 state constituency, Kata Dikume says, if not checked, we continue to wreak havoc on the people.
Mr. Speaker, if urgent attention is not given to the road, it will wreak more havoc and further make life unbearable for the people of Umunze Oga.
In a related development, the lawmakers resolved to call on the Anambra State Governor to direct the Commissioner for Works to complete the Ezira Umuomako Enugu Monya Achina Road, sponsored by a member representing Orumba South State Constituency, Emmanuel Nwafo, and 11 others. The House also resolved to call on the people of Anambra to enroll in the state health insurance scheme. And leveraging on the enabling business environment, the legislators further resolved to call on Governor Willie Obiano to direct the Commissioner for Information and other related agencies to intensify a campaign on stimulating Anambra State indigenes to move their investments to the state, sponsored by a member representing Njikoka 2 State Constituency, Pete Ipida, and 26 others. Meanwhile, a mini silence was observed by the lawmakers in honor of the victims of Monday fatal road crash at Agolo, where more than 10 lives were lost. From the Anambra State House of Assembly, Chukwunoso Nwabueze, NTN News.
And that is it from Enugu. Joseph is back to you in Abuja for more on the network news.
Thank you, Chine. In spite of government effort in repositioning the health sector, the country is set to be losing huge revenue to medical tourism. However, in helping to change this narrative, Nizamiye Hospital in Abuja is bringing world-class medical services to Nigeria. Salwa Khalil Ibrahim tells us more about this.
Ones don't have to look further for advanced medical care with the professional and cutting-edge medical facilities at the Nizamiye Hospital, Abuja. The future looks brighter. Even with its state-of-the-art facilities, the hospital considers itself affordable to all classes of Nigerians, as not less than 20 persons here at the Karmajiji Lepers Colony have benefited from free eye surgery at the hospital.
The hospital is well equipped. If you are there, you feel like you are in abroad. Whatever they can do in abroad, they can do it here in Nigeria.
In its resolve for the best services, the hospital has some of the best modern medical diagnostic equipment for round-the-clock emergencies, as well as trained local and foreign personnel.
If you look at the facility we have here, we actually heavily invest, to bring European standard to Nigeria. So with the facilities we have, actually, I don't think there is need for anyone to travel abroad for medical treatment.
Most of the cases that Nigerians travel abroad for are cardiac related, and our one-stop cardiac center is about the best in this side of the country.
Less than a decade presence in Nigeria, the hospital is providing Nigerians with quality health and humanitarian services using modern technology, and Nizamiye Hospital is looking forward to change the story in the Nigerian health sector, as well as attract medical tourism to Nigeria. Salwa Khalil Ibrahim, NTA News.
Let's just take a few more messages. We are back shortly. Stay with us.
Hey, you! And are you how they talk to? I sabi you now. It's in your mind, Abi. The person with them go help us. Baba Torosa, Shangalo, Ogalekuva, Mr. Sabi. And you know if we carry last for this one.
A spear into the top corner.
We sabi say Peking go crawl before in waka. So don't look, no help anybody. No dolly, no. So go for it. Go for football. Go for all Serie A and La Liga matches live. Go for GoTV Max.
Kemi in Ibadan will take it from here. Hello, Kemi.
Joseph, and welcome to Ibadan. Diseases such as dementia associated with social stigmatization and abandonment of the elderly can be prevented and controlled. Medical experts at Electrotact Dementia Not Witchcraft said this in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. Funke Bidamiton has the details.
Statistics by the World Health Organization says about 50 million people worldwide have dementia, with 60% of them living in low and middle income countries, Nigeria inclusive. The social stigmatization associated with the disease in Nigeria has left many elderly abused, abandoned, incapacitated, and even dead. The public lecture, therefore, is to demystify and promote advocacy on plans and policies for healthy aging in Nigeria.
There is still some urgent need to accelerate progress in improvement of healthcare of the aged.
And how significant is the disease to the aging population in Nigeria?
Important for the whole community to be aware of what dementia is and the way it presents, so that you will stop abusing older people who have lost their ways from their home.
There are steps that you can take to prevent dementia. Have a healthcare facility that you are associated with, that we are registered with.
With me here is 65-year-old Madam Agatha David.
She used to forget when they keep something, she would be crawling with the children, that the children are the one that has missed this or have taken this thing.
I thank God. In Ibadan, Funke Bidamiton, NTA News.
And in sports, Nigeria battles for qualification to Olympics at Basketball World Cup.